What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? This is Daniel, and welcome back to another video. Today, we're going to talk about all the NASCAR news that I've not caught up on the last couple days. And trust me, there's a lot to talk about. Let's just jump into it. So, first thing we're going to talk about is the NASCAR Xfinity Series race. So, on Saturday, Harrison Burton took the checker flag at Auto Club. He won his first career race in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. He led 40 laps throughout the day and held off a hard-charging Riley Herbst. Throughout most of the day in the first half, it looked like Brandon Jones had the best car in this race. Unfortunately for him, he cut a tire and went like 4 or 5 laps down. His biggest competition throughout the day before Riley Herbst and Austin Cindric was Chase Briscoe. Unfortunately, with about 20 laps to go in the race, Chase Briscoe got into the outside wall and spun out. He was running the high line, pulling the dirt moves, and unfortunately he spun out. So congratulations to Harrison Burton on scoring his first career NASCAR Xfinity Series win. I don't think anybody saw him coming that he was going to win a race this early in the season, but I've said that Harrison Burton is a pretty talented driver, and he's the one driver at Joe Gibbs I think is going to stand out this year. I think he's going to be the one that is going to really pull strings. But I got to give props to Riley Herbst, second place run. Can't be really mad about that. So congratulations, Harrison Burton, on his first career Xfinity Series win. This is a story that's kind of went under the radar, but On Points Motorsports tweeted this out, and they stated that Brennan Poole will drive the number 29 truck for On Points Motorsports, and he will be competing for the $50,000 bounty. So he'll be one of the 3 drivers competing for the bounty. It looks like Brennan Poole is going to run the full season in the truck series because he's running a bunch of races this year. I guess he's going to run the number 29 truck when in the race that Danny Bone is in, and I think he'll run basically the whole year, unless he's not going to run a few of the races. But he's going to be competing for that $50,000 bounty that he's up for grabs. Since he is a full-time Cup driver, he is eligible to run for that. So good news on that. Speaking of which, on the $50,000 bounty, Barstool Sports is trying to get Clint Bowyer to drive a truck to compete for the bounty. They're trying to buy off a number 75 Henderson Motorsports truck, which is a Chevy. So there's a little bit of a problem there. I don't know if he will be able to drive the number 75 truck because I don't know if Ford's going to let him run a Chevy. Granted, Ross Chastain is driving a Ford in the Cup Series as a substitute for Ryan Newman, and Chevy's immediately let him go over there and run a Roush car. So there's a good chance this could work out. But if Clint Bowyer ran this, man, it's going to be interesting. Clint Bowyer can be able to run a Barstool truck not a Barstool truck, but they're trying to get Clint Bowyer because Barstool's sponsoring Clint Bowyer. We got more on Barstool in a little bit here, but let's continue with some other breaking news. During the weekend, right before the race weekend, Alan Gustafson was injured in a mountain biking accident. He has a torn AC joint and a hairline fracture in the clavicle. He was walking around with a sling on Sunday. It didn't really affect him too much because they ran really, really well on a Sunday with a top 5. They had basically a top 5 run. Chase had a good day regardless. But my prayers go out to Alan Gustafson as he hope that he gets better really, really soon. Man, Alan, that sucks, man. You were in a mountain biking accident. I hope you do get better, my man. We got more updates also on the $50,000 Truck Series bounty. Chris Larson, one of the owners of Hallmark Friesen, has put up a $50,000 bounty of his own for Truck Series regulars. This will be awarded to any regular who wins when Kyle races. So in the final 4 races that Kyle Busch races, if any of the Truck Series regulars is able to not only beat Kyle Busch, but win the race that Kyle Busch is in, they will get $50,000 of their own. This is how it should have worked. It should not have, when Kevin Harvick did make this bounty in the first place, they should have, in my opinion, included the regulars. But I'm glad that Chris Larson is stepping it up, and I believe it's the first driver. I don't remember if it's the first driver wins it or it's if any regular who beats him in any of the 4 or 5 races. So I think with the Cup Series drivers who are running these races, if you beat Kyle Busch in any of the races, I think that you get the bounty. But yeah, Chris Larson, I like this man. Respect him a lot because he basically he did a good thing. And I hope and pray that these guys can go out there and beat Kyle Busch. It's going to be tough. I don't only think, to be honest with you, it's going to be tough because but I think the really biggest question is, can Christian Eckes step up to the plate or one of these regulars like Matt Craft or Johnny Sutter step up to the plate and go and beat Kyle Busch. We'll see. Now we got more news to talk about. So there was a scheme that was tweeted out, and it's a little bit of a question mark. It is a Clint Bowyer Barstool scheme. Now, it's like some sort of like dragon scheme that I'm putting up on the screen for you guys. And I have to say, this scheme is really, really interesting and really, really, really cool. I think it's really, really intriguing, to be quite honest with you. That would be really sick if they did run for that. And if that did, I put that in one of my top schemes for this year. Really cool stuff there. Daniel Suarez, also going to talk about Daniel Suarez on more schemes. Daniel Suarez will be running a Comsco scheme at this weekend's race at Phoenix. I love the colors, like the rainbow-esque colors it is on this car. I think this looks really, really cool, and I'm glad that Daniel Suarez is continuing to run. And Daniel Suarez's season, yeah, has not gone off to a really great start, but they got a 28th place finish at Auto Club. That's not too bad. Hope they can. I said that they just got to get top 30s and build from this. I think they can build from it. They just got to continue to have success that they've been needing for quite some time. More news to talk about. Chase Elliott has become a brand ambassador for Hooters Spirits. What this means is a multi-year deal that includes personal appearances at Hooters Spirits events. I don't know much about Hooters Spirits, to be quite honest with you, but Hooters is showing their investment in Chase Elliott, and that means that Chase Elliott will be for a long time sponsored by Hooters. I'm glad they're showing their long-term investment into Chase Elliott. I think that's really, really cool there. I think that's really, really awesome to hear. A story that I forgot to talk about in my last news video on Friday, but Vancour has extended their partnership for the Spring Truck Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. It is a multi-year deal, so it's going to be called the Vancour 350. That is good stuff to see there. So good to see that someone is committing to the Truck Series as sponsor for a race. Now the next story, Permatex is going to continue their sponsorship for Starcom Racing, and they have instead of only going to 2 races next year, they will have 4 races. I believe the 4 races, if I'm not mistaken, are Texas, Loudon, Talladega, and I believe the Southern 500. So what I believe is that they are going to run a throwback scheme for the Southern 500. So that's really interesting stuff to see there. Good that someone is stepping up their sponsorship a little bit more as we get farther down the road. And I'm glad that sponsors are continuing to stay in NASCAR. Man, sponsors are a lot more willing than they used to be, I promise you that. Now to the next story. Ware Racing is possibly buying Premium Motorsports. Yes, this is a story that's kind of been going up and been rumored for quite some... Again, this is just a rumor. But they're trying to buy, I've heard rumors speculating since this weekend, that they've not only been trying to buy Premium Motorsports, but they're trying to buy Spire Motorsports. And yeah, this has been a rumor. It's, like I said, has been speculated for quite some time. I'm intrigued to see if this is going to happen or not. Now, again, I don't know if it is going to happen, but Ware Racing is trying to start a little enterprise down below of all the slowest cars in the field, I guess. They're basically trying to buy 5 or 6 cars. And what I don't know if they're going to be able, to be honest with you, I don't know if they're going to be able to have 5 or 6 cars if they're trying to buy all these cars. Because don't they got 3 cars already? I thought the rule was that a team could only have 4 cars, and that would be another 2 cars added to their organization. Again, I would not be surprised if this does fall through because of the regulation the Cup Series has. With the Truck Series and Xfinity Series, they don't have these regulations, but with the Cup Series, they have these regulations, so I don't really see them this really completely working out, but it'd be pretty interesting to see how this goes. And now, finally, Pit Boss Grills will be sponsoring MBM Motorsports and Timmy Hill at Phoenix International Raceway this weekend. So yeah, that is all the NASCAR news and hard-hitting news that I've needed to catch up on for the last couple days. So, anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. Please like, subscribe to the channel, turn notification on so you can be notified when a video does go live on my channel. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Links in the description below for that. And comment below your opinions on all the news we've talked about today. So, anyway, I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And I will see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.